Hello my dear students, last class we have discussed about a reflection of light. What is meant by reflection? Okay, reflection is the returns of light that falls on a surface. And you also know that there are two types of reflection. Yeah, regular reflection and diffuse reflection. Then also we know that we can see an object when light falling on the object reflected into our eyes. Okay. The next topic is plane mirrors. What is meant by plane mirrors? Okay. The mirrors with a plane surface is known as plane mirrors. The mirrors with a plane surface is known as plane mirrors. And here is an activity for you. You look your face through a plane mirror and a steel plate or aluminum plate. You look your face through a plane mirror or with a steel plate or aluminum plate. What is your observation? You can see your face very clearly through plane mirror and compared to steel plate and aluminum plate. Then our topic is when light is reflected. When light is reflected. Can you find the path of light when light falls on an object and that get reflected? Okay, look here. This is the activity for you. You should this activity in your home. Then first you should minimize the light in your room before doing this experiment. Okay. What happens when light falls on the mirror that is placed on the table? What happens? Okay, you can see that light falls on the mirror and get reflected. Okay, you should change the position of directing light on the mirror. What happened? You can see that light moves towards the mirror and reflected. Okay, can you draw the direction of this light? Can you draw? Okay, listen here. Take a plane mirror. This indicates a plane mirror. Then direct the light from the torch. Direct the light from the torch and the light that falls on the mirror get reflected. Reflected. The light ray that falls on the mirror is called incident ray. The light rays that falls on the mirror is called incident ray. The light rays reflected from the mirror is called reflected ray. Okay. The light that falls on the mirror is called incident ray and the light that reflected from the mirror is called reflected ray. Then the line drawn perpendicular the mirror. The line drawn perpendicular to the mirror at a point of incidence. The line drawn perpendicular to the mirror at a point of incidence is known as normal. What is normal? The line drawn perpendicular to the mirror at a point of incidence is known as normal. What is meant by incident ray? The light that falls on the mirror is called incident ray, and the light that reflected from the mirror is called a reflected ray, and the line drawn perpendicular to the mirror is called a normal. Okay. Then next, the angle between the normal and incident ray. The angle between the normal and incident ray is known as angle of incidence. The angle between the normal and incident ray is called the angle of incidence. What is meant by the angle between normal and reflected ray? Angle of reflection. Angle of reflection. First one, incident ray. The light rays that falls on the mirror is called incident ray. Then the light reflected from the mirror is called reflected ray. Then next, the angle between normal and incident ray is known as angle of incidence, and the angle between normal and reflected ray is known as angle of reflection. Okay. Then next, here is an activity for you. Here is an activity for you. This is the activity for you. This picture indicates the activity for you. First, you take a mirror, then place the mirror inside the transparent vessel. Place a mirror inside a transparent vessel. Then cut a protractor shape using a chart paper. Cut a protractor shape using a chart paper and mark the angle on it. Mark the angle on it. Then place the vessel on the chart paper or on the protractor. Place the vessel on the chart paper or on the protractor. Then add water in it. Add water in it. Then add a little drop of soap or milk for identifying the path of light clearly. For seeing the path of light clearly. Okay. Then place a laser torch at an angle. Place a laser torch at an angle and focus the light on in its mirror. You can see the light reflected. Look here. This is the transparent vessel. Then place a mirror in it. Then cut a protractor shape using a chart paper and mark the angle. Then place the transparent vessel on in it and place a laser torch and focus the light on in its mirror. You can see that light is reflected. Then observe the angle of incidence and angle of reflection. Or mark or tabulate the angle of incidence and angle of reflection in this table. You can see that when angle of incidence is 30, the angle of reflection also will become 30. When angle of incidence is 40, the angle of reflection also 40. That means angle of reflection and angle of incidence and angle of reflection are always equal. Angle of incidence and angle of reflection are always equal. When angle of incidence is 30, 30 degree. Angle of reflection also become 30 degree. When the angle of reflection is 40, angle of reflection also 40 degree. Okay, that means angle of reflection and angle of incidence are always equal. Okay, first we studied incident ray, then a reflected ray, then angle of incidence and angle of reflection. Next, our topic is while looking in a mirror. While looking in a mirror, here is a simple activity for you. You should stand in front of a plain mirror. You should stand in front of a plain mirror. Then, first you raise your left hand. First you raise your left hand. What is your observation? Or what is the peculiarity of image? Can you tell me? First you stand in front of a plain mirror, then raise your left hand. You can see that the image of right hand will be raised. The image of right hand will raise. Okay. Then next, lower your left hand, then raise your right hand. What is the observation? Okay, the image of left hand rise. Okay, by doing this activity, you can see that your observation is your right side will appear left and left side will appear right in the image. Such a shift of lateral sides of images in opposite direction is called lateral inversion. Lateral inversion. What is meant by lateral inversion? Shift of lateral sides of the image in opposite direction is called lateral inversion. You can see that. Observe the figure. Okay, what is the peculiarity of writing these letters? Can you read it? No. You put a mirror or place a mirror in front of this and read it. You can read easily ambulance. This is done due to lateral inversion. The drivers in the vehicle can easily read the ambulance through a mirror. This is due to lateral inversion. Then next we are going to study another property of plane mirror. Take a pen, pencil, book, etc. and observe this through a plane mirror. What is your observation? Is the size of images and objects same? Okay, you can see that the size of image and object same. The size of image and object same. Then you stand in front of a plane mirror, then move backward and forward and backward. What is your feelings? Okay, the distance between the image and mirror also equal to the distance between the mirror and object. Okay, these are the properties of images formed by a plane mirror. What are the properties of image formed by a plane mirror? What are the properties? Okay, first one, the size of the image and object will same. The size of the image and size of the object same. And then second point, the distance between the mirror and object is equal to that of the distance between the mirror and object is equal to that of the mirror and image. The distance between the mirror and object is equal to that of the mirror and image. Then last point, the image will undergo lateral inversion. The image will undergo lateral inversion. Okay, next property is images of different types. Images of different types. Okay, you have familiar with the images formed by plane mirrors. Is the size of the image same as that of plane mirrors and using steel ladle? Is same? No. Or is there any difference in the image formation in the inner sides of steel ladle and outer side of steel ladle? Okay, let us check. Let us make a mirror. Let us make a mirror using silver paper. Silver paper is used for decoration. Silver paper is used for decoration. Okay. Cut a silver paper and paste on a cardboard without any force. Without any force. The cardboard size is in postcard size. Take a cardboard in postcard size. Then allow it or keep it under a heavy book and allow it to dry. Keep it under a heavy book and allow it to dry. That sheet is like this. Okay. Then observe your face through this plain sheet. Observe your face through this plain sheet. Okay. Then write your observation in your science diary. Then next, observe your face keeping the sheet slightly bent forward. Keeping slightly bent forward. Okay, keeping slightly bent forward like this way. Okay, then observe your face through this sheet, keeping slightly bending backward. Then tabulate your observation. First, you make a mirror using silver paper. Paste the silver paper on a cardboard or chart. Then careful, you should without no fault. Without force and allow it to dry. Then observe your face through plain sheet. Then slightly bend backward and slightly bend forward. Then write your observation in your science diary. First, shape of the sheet. Then, properties of image. First, the sheet in the form of plane. What is your observation? Plane, like a plane mirror. The size of the image and object is same. The size of the object and image is same. Or face here, face here, the size is same. Same size. Then keeping your sheet slightly bent forward. What is your observation? The image will forward. Image size is smaller. then keeping slightly bent backward. Bend backward, larger image, larger size, larger image. Okay, the image size is same in plain sheet, then bend forward, small size image, then bend backward, larger size image. Okay, these are the properties of images in different types. Okay, the next spherical mirrors. Next topic is can you examine the mirrors used in vehicles or mirrors used for makeup, etc.? Can you examine the size or surface of that mirrors? What are the peculiarity you find? What are the peculiarity? Okay, some mirrors the surface is bent forward or curved outward. Some mirror surface curved inward. Some mirror surface is plain. Okay, some mirror surface curved outward. Some mirror surface is curved inward. Some mirror surface is plain. Okay, the reflecting surface is plain. That mirrors are known as plane mirrors. That surface, reflecting surface is plane. That mirrors are known as plane mirrors. Plane mirrors. Next, the reflecting surface is curved outward. Curved outward. That mirrors are known as convex mirror. Convex mirror like this. First one, reflecting surface is plane. That mirrors are known as plane mirror. Then second one, reflecting surface are curved outward. That mirrors are known as convex mirror. Then what is meant by concave mirror? The reflecting surface is curved inward. That mirrors are known as concave mirror. Okay, concave mirror. Okay, look at textbook. Here is the activity for you. Take a plastic ball. Take a plastic ball. Then cut a small portion. Cut a small portion. Then compare that small portion with mirrors. What is your observation? These mirrors are a part of spheres. These mirrors are like a part of spheres. Such mirrors are known as spherical mirrors. Such mirrors are known as spherical mirrors. Okay. What is meant by plane mirror? What is meant by plane mirror? Okay. A reflecting surface is plane. That is known as plane mirror. Then a reflecting surface is curved outward, that is known as convex mirror. Then a reflecting surface is curved inward, that is known as concave mirror. Then let us conclude our topic. First we studied when light is reflected, we studied incident ray. Okay, what is meant by incident ray? The light falls on the mirror is known as incident ray. Then reflected ray. What is meant by reflected ray? Okay, the light reflected from the mirror is called reflected ray. Then next, normal. What is meant by normal? Okay, the line drawn perpendicular to the mirror at a point of incidence is known as normal. Okay, then angle of incidence. What is meant by angle of incidence? The angle between normal and incident ray is known as angle of incidence. Then next, angle of reflection. Angle of reflection. The angle between normal and reflected ray is known as angle of reflection. Next, you know that always equal. Angle of incidence and angle of reflection are always equal. Okay. Next, you know the properties of image formed by a plane mirror. What are the properties? The size of the image is same as that of the size of the object. Okay. Then second one, okay, the distance between the object and mirror is equal to that of the distance between the image and mirror. Okay. Then next, the image will undergo lateral inversion. Now this is the time to wind up my class. Okay, thank you.